remember I used to have a pup tent.
Yeah.
So I lived in this pup tent out here during the summer, and my dad would call out of the back door to wake me up, and I'd have to stick my hand out of the tent to let him know that I was awake. I slept on a cot in a little pup tent so I could be out closer to my chickens. I think that's why I was out there.
Everybody likes to be close to their chickens. Legendary singer and songwriter Neil Young goes back to his hometown of Omemee, Canada, in the new film Neil Young Journeys. He takes us on that trip to visit his roots just before taking the stage at Toronto's Massey Hall last year.
The movie is directed by Oscar winner Jonathan Demme. It is the third concert film these two have made together, and we're delighted to have them both right here in Studio 57. Welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
This is one great collaboration, the two of you. What makes it work?
We like each other.
As it start.
We have fun, you know. We respect each other, and so we give. It's a give and take thing. It's good. It's a good relationship.
It began with Southern Man and the title sequence for Philadelphia.
Well, Southern Man, in my attempt to see if it would be possible to get a Neil Young song that addressed, you know, homophobia and AIDS prejudice in the same way that Southern Man addressed racism. And Neil wrote that very beautiful song, Philadelphia.
He nailed it at the end. Part of the lyrics, city of brotherly love, place I call home, don't turn your back on me, I don't want to be alone, love lasts forever. I remember, Neil, at the end of the movie, and the song comes in your voice, that velvety, liquidy voice of yours. You're like a puddle when you're sitting in the chair listening to that. You knew instantly, Jonathan, that, okay, that's going to work.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yes. Neil, how do you describe your voice? I describe it like a velvet liquid.
I try to stay away from that one.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I'll let other people describe. They can, no.
Okay, I will stick with velvet liquid, but this is what I learned about you. I love on the documentary, you and Jonathan are going in a car, you're driving, and you say the best place for you to listen to music is in a car. And it doesn't matter what kind of radio it is. It could be a cheap radio, because I think most musicians think they need to have an elaborate sound system. But you said, nope, the best place to listen to it is in a car. Why? Why is that?
Because you're moving. It's like a constantly changing picture. Music in a changing picture is comfortable. If you stay in one place listening to music, that's why people close their eyes.
I get that. I get it.
If you're driving, I don't think you should do that. Don't close your eyes when you're listening to music.
No, we don't recommend that.
I have to fight that all the time.
I think cars are great for that reason, too. You know, and I listen to more than music. You're there. I mean, you know, you have a quiet of your own car, and you're moving.
Inside your own space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having done these, what do you look for? I mean, take Journeys. What are you looking for you didn't know about this guy? What do you want us to see, hear, feel? Well,
you know, if you boil down to the earlier question, you know, what makes it work when we work together? It's Neil's music. It's his songwriting. It's his musicianship. It's the character he assumes when he sings songs. So my job is just to try to, as best I possibly can, figure out how we can kind of cinematically get inside these songs and get inside his themes and put them on screen as best as we possibly can. In terms of the way Neil Young Journeys wound up being kind of it's a performance film for sure, like the other two we've done, but it's also arguably an authentic documentary. And we never want to repeat ourselves. The first picture we did together was Neil Young Heart of Gold, the most elegant music film you could ever hope to see. Perfectly designed, lovingly designed. This piece is different because Neil is alone on stage, and therefore we're deprived of the ingredient that we had going for us on the other movies, which was the way Neil interacts with the other musicians.
But you shot it, it almost looked like there were cameras on the guitar or cameras in the car, cameras everywhere. I heard that you had 6 cameras at one point, true? Because it's very simply shot.
Well, we had 6 camera operators, and then Declan Quinn, our whiz genius director of photography, has these little, what they call icon cameras, and they're about the size of a cigarette pack. And he attached them to unlikely places. And yeah, we were very excited with what came up with those.
And when you write a song, I mean, how do you do it? What are you looking for?
I don't do anything.
It comes to you?
I just wait. It's like a hunter you know, looking for a rabbit to come out of a hole, but if you stand there looking down the hole,
You can't.
it's not going to come out.
But
You know?
you're waiting
So
for-
I kind of hang out
You're
over
waiting
here.
for what? Neil?
What?
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for the rabbit. I'm
Yeah,
waiting
I
for the
know.
rabbit to come out of the hole.
And-
And that's the song, you see. So that's my little metaphors.
But at one
was
point in
taught
the
that.
documentary, Charlie, there's a thing where you get so excited it almost looks like you spit on the camera. It created a very nice effect.
I did spit on
Oh,
the
you did
camera.
spit?
Yes.
I wasn't sure, Neil, what that was.
That was phlegm.
It was saliva.
It was like,
not phlegm.
was it saliva?
Yeah, it was.
The
but it-
saliva cam. It's another Demme first.
But Jonathan, even
Saliva
you took
cam. And I
that.
saw that, I went, God, it's so psychedelic. It's all distorted. He's like gone out over the deep end. You know, people think he's a little bit of a straight filmmaker, but there's no way.
No, I
no
know.
way. He's
No.
gone psychedelic on this movie.
Well, this happens to be a song where Neil puts himself in the shoes of a human being who's experimented with every drug known to man over the course of his lifetime. And it's kind of a deranged, unhinged song which arrives at an exquisite moment of redemption. And it's our next to last song. And when, as fate would have it, the little camera that Declan had attached to the microphone to get this amazing close-up that we use for a long time in one other song without saliva cam, it just so happened that when Neil unleashed this song, you know, as happens, singers, you know, spew a little bit, and bam, the camera slipped. Maybe it's because the saliva hit it. Camera slipped down a little bit, and we found
Changed the angle a bit.
Yeah, and it became the perfect shot to convey this deranged kind of journey that the singer takes. Which
I
I'm sure
take
is in
back
no
what
way.
I said about you being straight. Take that back. Let's get that straight.
There's nothing autobiographical
Okay, good.
about that song, is there?
No.
No.
No, yes.
Are they all autobiographical in one way or the other?
Some of them aren't. Some of them
And
aren't.
which are the ones that are most autobiographical?
Well, you know, almost all of them. I'm being as direct
Okay,
as I
Neil.
can
Yes.
be.
Yes.
You know, really, they are all. I mean, you know,
Crime in the City?
they come out of me, and I'm just here.
You love every bit of it.
I really do, Charlie. You know, it's not all great while it's happening, but I'm just really glad to be here for it.
And so are we.
Yes,
Thank you,
beautiful
Neil.
music.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
John.
Thanks.
Thank you, Charlie.
Great to see
Thanks,
you.
Gail.
Journeys is the film directed by John Demme, starring Neil Young.